I could safely call it quits for the day.
You look a little tired.
I am. Now, you wouldn't think that sitting around all day doing nothing would make you tired, but it actually does.
Oh, Leslie, I am so sorry. I know it's been a very difficult time.
At the market on our way home.
Oh, well, I'll go down in the elevator with you then.
Oh, okay.
And then, whatever you decide, please, I hope you have a lovely Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too. Do you know, you always make me feel better.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I do. Everything I tell you.
Wonder what's keeping her.
Probably last-minute patient, Dr. Weber. Always happens around here.
I know.
Do you want me to give her a call at the clinic?
No, I'll wait a couple more minutes. Thank you, Anita.
Well, we meet again, Dr. Weber.
Are you leaving for the day?
I am leaving for the holiday. Oh. I have to go home and pack, so when Alan gets out, we can just go straight to the airport.
And then straight to Long Island.
Yes, and Thanksgiving with my in-laws. I can hardly wait to see you.
Oh, you have a marvelous time, would you please? Oh, would you please give my best to Lila and Ed?
I will. I'll make a point of it. As for you, Doctor, I just hope you have a very quiet and restful day with your family.
That's exactly what I have in mind. I have to be here for a while just to make rounds, but fortunately I'm not on call.
It's too bad you just can't get someone to do your rounds for you.
I won't take that long. Hey, I don't want to keep you, please. I just gotta wait for Lesley.
Can I say something?
Sure, what?
Well, I know something's bothering you, Rick. Just know that whatever it is, I have faith that you will work it out.
Thank you, Monica. I appreciate it more than I can say.
I always get sentimental on holidays. Forgive me. I gotta run.
Okay, bye.
Happy Thanksgiving, Rick.
You too, Tracy.
Have I been as sexually satisfying to you as other women you have known?
Lesley, you told me this question was about money.
I didn't want to have to say it.
But I can understand why you would ask a question like this with everything that we've been going through. But don't you realize there's no way I could make a comparison like that? I mean, even if I wanted to.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Pretty stupid.
Yeah, well, I can give you one answer, and that's about the relationship as a whole. Now, the sex is a major part of that. Lesley, I married you because I wanted to share every area of my life with you. For better or worse, I think that's what we said. I got married a year ago.
Thanks. I hope you have a nice day, too.
Bye.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Dr. Weber, and many, many more.
Thank you. Looks like it's a nice day.
It is a perfect November day.
When I was a little girl, the first thing I did on Thanksgiving or on Christmas was to run to the window and see what kind of a day it was outside. Because if the sun was shining, that meant the holiday was going to be really special.
Really? Well, you've got the sun today, so it's off to a good start. Will Dr. Weber be down soon?
I thought he was down here.
No, he isn't here.
Oh. Well, I guess, maybe he went to the hospital to do his rounds.
Well, I am fixing a very special breakfast for all of you.
Oh, that's lovely. Could you wait until he gets back?
Oh, sure.
He was gone when I woke up. He probably wanted to get his rounds over with early.
Yeah, so he could be here with his wife and his daughter. You know, I have never seen anyone as devoted a husband and father as Dr. Weber. Would you like me to get your tea now?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Okay, it won't be a minute.
Jessie, I'm going to discontinue all medication on Mr. Wagner, but I want you to be sure that he has a very light diet.
All right. Of course, you know he's going to grumble about not having turkey and all the fixings today.
Better a grumble than gastritis.
Right. Didn't expect to see you this early, Rick.
Neither did my patients. I didn't sleep very well last night, and I decided I'd get an early start today so I didn't fight a losing battle with my pillow. This way I have a little more time with Laura and Lesley in the afternoon.
Well, look who's up and around with the rest of us early birds. This is quite a surprise.
Well, that shouldn't be. Haven't you heard? Dedication is the key to success.
Yeah, well, if early hours have anything to do with it, I should be a huge success any moment now.
Look, you're going to be able to get out of here by dinner. I think Lesley has it planned between 5:30 and 6.
Oh, Rick, I meant to try and get a hold of you. Heather called a little while ago, and, well, since she's going to be helping Diana with the cooking and all, we're not going to be able to make it. We'll have dinner with Peter and Diana so she can help the dishes and stuff afterwards before we leave.
Jeff, I'm very disappointed. I know Lesley will be, too.
Yeah, well, Heather said she'd call us right away and say how sorry we were.
Look, can you stop by for a drink?
I don't see how. I'm here all day, and if I get hit with any kind of an emergency at all, well, I won't even be able to make it to the Taylors for dinner. I'm sorry, I really am.
No, that's all right. I understand. It was just very important to me to try to get as many of the family together today as possible.
Yeah.
We'll do it in the future. All right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, give Lesley and Laura my love, okay?
I will.
All right. See you later.
Right. Jeff. What's happening with Cal Jamison?
Oh, well, you heard that I got another call from him, didn't you?
Yeah, well, when are you going to see him again?
Oh, who knows? But the guy sounds like he's running scared, terrified that I'm going to call the police in on him. But he's holding all the cards right now, so I've got to go along with whatever shots he calls, whenever he calls them.
Doesn't sound like a very dependable type, does he?
No. I don't even know where he is, and he won't ever say. But he said to come prepared to do business next time he called. I just hope he follows through this time so I can get whatever information he has on Stephen Lars, if any.
What about all that money he wanted?
Well, I'm just going to have to tell him that I couldn't get the cash together on such short notice, and I'm going to offer him a check. And if he doesn't have any information, I'll just cancel it.
What if he doesn't buy that? He just wants cash.
Well...
Well, it just wouldn't be Thanksgiving without a little hot cider now, would it?
Alice, that is delicious. Thank you. Oh.
You want some, Scotty?
Oh, I should do. Thank you, Mrs. Grant. Laura, here.
Thanks, Scotty. What kind of plans do you two have for today?
Thank
We haven't given it much thought. No?
you. Yeah, we were just going to take a walk and maybe wander around the campus. You know, it's such a great day out today. You know, we could go to the game if you want to.
No, I don't think so.
Well, how come? You like football.
You had a wonderful time at that same game last year. Yes, but, well, a lot has changed since last year.
Football doesn't change. This is the biggest game of the year in Port Charles.
You know what I mean, Dad. I don't exactly look forward to being in a crowd of that size.
Yeah, but Laura, you wouldn't be alone now. I'll be there with you.
Laura, you know crowds. Nobody seems to ever pay attention to anybody, especially not a football crowd.
Yes, I know that. But I don't want to run into a lot of people I know. People I haven't seen since... You know what I mean?
Laura, I wish you would stop worrying about that.
I can't help it, Scotty.
Yes, you can, Laura. If you don't start sliding backwards now, you've made a lot of great strides toward facing up to things.
Yeah, you sure have.
The more you do it, the easier it's going to get.
Well...
All right, listen, we'll take the walk anyway. Now, if you don't want to go to the game, Laura, we won't.
All right.
That's my girl.
I'll go up and get my coat.
Okay.
Good.
Thanks for the assist in pleading my case, Derek.
Scotty, no thanks are necessary. I think you're right. It's still going to be hard for Laura, but, you know, it's going to get easier with time, as long as she isn't intimidated by things that people say and think.
Yeah.
Oh, Scotty, don't forget that Mrs. Grant wants to have dinner at 5:30 today.
Oh, yes, Doctor. We'll be back in plenty of time.
Good.
Set?
Yeah, we're off. Let's go.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, honey.
Bye, Mom. Goodbye, honey.
Go enjoy the game.
Yeah.
We'll be watching on television right here.
Bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye, you two.
Would you like a little more apple juice?
No, thank you. It's still good. Is there anything I can do for you out there?
Oh, no, not a thing. I'm very happy to say that everything is under control.
Good.
There's one thing you can do.
What?
Sit down. Relax. Just enjoy your day off, both of you. of you. I mean, you get so little time here alone together nowadays.
I'm just sorry that Jeff and Heather couldn't make it.
Oh, yes. I would have been nice if they could have, but they both would have enjoyed coming.
I ran into Jeff just a little earlier at the hospital. He brought me up to date on everything that happened with Jamison.
Yeah, Heather told me about it yesterday. Where I hope that Jeff isn't getting mixed up with some kind of a criminal.
Alice, I don't really think he wants to get himself mixed up with him at all, but you got to realize he desperately wants to find out everything he can about his son. I'm sure Heather feels the same way.
Well, yeah, sure she does.
That's incredible. To think that Steve and Lars could still be alive. That's a little frightening, too. But it's wonderful. You know what that means to Jeff and Heather? That could change their whole lives.
Yes. But I certainly hope that that man is not some kind of a fraud. I mean, I would think that Jeff would be taking a chance of being parted with all of his money and getting nothing in return, and I certainly would hate to see that happen.
Alice, I think that is a possibility, but I think it's worth the risk. And I know what kind of financial situation Jeff is in. Lesley, I volunteered to loan him the money if he needed it.
Oh, sure. I had better get these things all washed up.
Poor Jeff. About being caught on the horns of a dilemma.
Yeah.
Hey, let's us do something, okay?
Oh, I don't know. I'm really very foggy today.
Well, I have the perfect antidote. We'll go outside in that brisk, fresh air and go for a nice long walk, too. Hey, it is beautiful out there. I think it'll do you a world of good.
Yeah. Well, Audrey did invite us to come over for a while today.
Well, that's great. I haven't met, is it Audrey's niece?
Yeah.
What's her name? Anne?
Anne,
Haven't met her
yes.
yet. I tell you what. We'll go for a nice walk in the park, and then we'll drive over to Steve's and say hello to everybody.
Sure. Okay.
I said something to you yesterday. You remember what it was?
Well, we both said a lot of stuff yesterday.
Yeah, well, this is something that I don't think you would ordinarily forget.
I didn't. You said we have a lot to be thankful for.
I meant it. You agree?
Yes.
And at the top of that list, we have each other.
Yeah. But I think we both know that it's not quite the same.
Lesley, of course it isn't right now, but it will be, because all we have to do is concentrate on exactly what we want and make it happen.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Hey, look, trust me. Love me and believe me. I promise you that everything we want, we'll have.
Mister, that's a mighty big promise.
That's because I know I can keep it.
Did you hear what Laura said earlier?
What?
About how everything has changed since last year?
Honey, that's life. You know, things do change.
Yeah, I find myself thinking about last Thanksgiving when Laura went off with Alan and Monica.
I remember.
And she missed Thanksgiving dinner. I was so upset, and it seems like such an insignificant thing to have gotten upset about now.
Okay. Last year's problems are not this year's.
Yeah. Wish I had last year's problems to worry about this year. It'd be a lot easier. Sorry. I'll go get my coat.
Don't you think it's about...
Would you like to have your dessert and coffee in here?
That would be lovely.
Alice, that was a fantastic dinner.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was. Well, it was. Thank you. You're welcome.
I ate too much.
Can I talk to you for a minute before the kids come back in?
Yeah, sure, okay.
I heard you earlier at Steve's when you said that you really want children.
Well, yes, I've always wanted kids, and you know that, Lesley.
Yeah, it's not something you've discussed around here a great deal lately.
Well, we have had our hands full with Laura and a number of other things, but that has always been part of my dream, and it always will be.
Well, the question is here, you see, am I, with everything that's happened, still a part of that dream?
part of it. Lesley, you're the very center of it.